Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Sahana Votu Sahano Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahi Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishadvahe. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have started the revision on the first topic, that is the rejection of Sri Rama. In this chapter, we have seen the first topic, that is Bharadwaj Prashna, the question of Bharadwaj. What is this question of Bharadwaj? Bharadwaj Rishi has asked the Valmiki Rishi how Sri Rama has behaved in this difficult course of mundane existence. Rama का कैसा क्या बर्ताव रहा, but instead of answering the question directly, Valmiki Rishi told there are two types of vasana. One is a Shuddha Vasana, another is a Malina Vasana. Shuddha Vasana is that Vasana which takes us from the influence of the course of future births. That means there is no future birth. Whereas Malina Vasana means you are been affected by births and death continuously. So when Rama has gone for a pilgrimage, he was overpowered by sorrowful thoughts by seeing the world, and he becomes silent and inactive. So when he was there in the second topic, it has been explained, Vishwamitra Agamanam. Vishwamitra came to the palace of Dashratha, where he has requested Dashratha to spare Rama and a noble-minded Rama for protecting his yagyas from the demons. So likewise the dialogue keeps on going, and the people who are serving Rama Hekam comes and tell he is in melancholy, he is totally in depression and dejection mode. So then Vasishtha Rishi says that if he listens to the proper reasoning, that is inquiry, his delusion will be wiped off. And accordingly, at the same time, Rama comes, he bows down to Vasishtha Rishi while Vishwamitra and Dashratha. Then Vasishtha Rishi asks him, what is the problem? Then he explained, first problem is, life is full of sorrow. There were we. 25th Shlok number, page number 5, chapter number 1. There Rama has told that men are born to die and their die is again to born. That was the first observation. Second observation is all this indeed is impermanent. So what is the question of kingdom and enjoyment? Third is that how does this sorrow will come to an end? I am getting burned by this anxiety. O Seja, wealth only causes delusion. It indeed does not confirm happiness. So likewise, he further continues and he says the life is a transient as a drop of water dangling at the shape of corner of blade of glass. So there is that, what he means by that, there is no permanence in the life. Anything can happen anytime, and that's what is a life, that is transient. And there he explained very nicely through the Bhaja Govindam Mudamate Prapte Sannite Kale Nahi Nahi Rakshiti Dukurun Karne. So by reading the grammar, you are not going to be saved. You have to really practice this scriptures in your life. Trees also live, animals also live, birds also live, but they alone live whose mind is alive by reflection. वही लोग जीते हैं जिनका माइंड रिफ्लेक्शन से इंक्वायरी से जिंदा है, बाकी तो mere dead है. Only those beings are born in the world with a noble life who are not born here again. यहाँ पे born का के लिए होना है, this is a Martabhumi. Here you come only to build your muscles and nerves and get liberated from this. The scripture is a burden for one whose discrimination knowledge is a burden. For the passionate, mind is a burden for without peace. Body is a burden for one does not know how to what is self. So what is the burden? Scripture becomes burden if you don't know the vivek. Sat astat vastu vivek has to be there. Knowledge becomes burden to the passionate. Mind is a burden to the person who is impatient without peace. And body is a burden for the person who doesn't know the self. So what happens is under the influence of ego, calamity arises. Me, ahankar, I, and then this is the worst enemy. So what has to be done then? Establish your identity with the absolute in this very life. The purpose of this life is establish identity in the absolute. Otherwise, you keep on suffering. And learn to be happy wherever you are. Not become happy, but be happy. But to be happy always under all situations. So the mind runs in a vein from here and there, perplexed like a dog runs from the distance to the distance in a village. The comparison is given with a dog. A stray dog runs from one place to another place to another place to another place, keeps on running. And similarly, mind also goes from here to Mumbai, Mumbai to Delhi, Delhi to Netherlands, Netherlands to US, US to Nagpur, and likewise it keeps on moving. And then it makes us suffer, and that mind becomes a burden because we do not have peace. Mind is constantly running from one place to another place. What has to be prayer should be, oh God, let my mind be quiet and at peace. O Lord, O Almighty, O Self, let the mind be at peace. So let us resolve we are not going to be miserable under any condition. We resolve that we are not to be miserable under any condition. Even by wealth acquired in some cases, it does not attain anything, it does not reach fullness as the wicker basket by waters. Those who are simple, they don't have to prove anything to anybody. So it is like water getting filled up in one of the rotation, it falls down again. It is like this. So it is a totally anitya, and we have to resolve that we are not going to be miserable anytime in any condition in this world. If you are bringing our past again and again, the ego becomes strong. We are talking about the past. Past brings the ego. The restraint of mind is more difficult than the drinking of ocean or uprooting the great Sumeru mountain or eating fire. Three impossible things are being told: eating fire, drinking ocean, and uprooting the great Sumeru Parvat. This is easy, but it is very difficult to control the mind. That's what has been told by the Vasishtha Rishi. So we are all miserable exclusively because of our own self and not because of others. अपन बोलते हैं उस वजह से मैं परेशान हूँ, उसने मेरे को बुरा बोला इसलिए परेशान हूँ. No, no, no. It is all because of your own understanding and whims and fancies we are getting suffered. Of all the ill of the worldly life, it is a desire alone that gives the lasting grief. ये अपनी इच्छाएं जो रहती है वो लास्टिंग ग्रीफ देती है. सर्व संसार दोषा नाम त्रुनेका दीर्घ दुखदा. So these our lasting needs, desires that only are the lasting griefs. The sharp edge of the sword, the light of the thunderbolt, and sparks of fire from red hot iron are not as severe as this desire rooted in the heart. जो अपनी इच्छाएं जो मन में या हृदय में रहती है वो बहुत ही खतरनाक है. They are more dangerous than the sharp edge of the sword, light of the thunderbolt, and sparks of fires. So it has to be overcome. Desire alone makes the best of the man worthless as a straw of the minute. Though his wisdom is high as Meru mountain, though he is valiant and though he is firm. वो इतना valiant है, firm है, ये इतना best of the best man है, but this desire makes him all bad. So never complain about the mind, rather work on the mind. So to work on the mind, whole world is suffering because we are not taught how to work on the mind. Don't add garbage to the mind. Learn, and discover happiness. You have to learn. And how to learn this? There are four gateways of the liberation: tranquility, contentment, holy company, and inquiry. So any one of this or combination of one, two, three, four, these are like the stool, legs of one stool. If you pull one, all the four will come along with this. So don't add garbage to the mind, rather never complain about the mind. Start working on the mind. Working of the mind means learn. How to discriminate, how to create, have vivek, and know that for sure that it is a divinity which is being manifested. And that's why under any condition we should not be miserable in our life. With this prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu. Submitting the divine fruits to Holy Spirit of Sri Ramachandra.